Hey guys, so today I'll be going over on how to get better at building and mechanics in general in Fortnite. So let's get it started. First things first, the basics are extremely important in a game like Fortnite. Even if you're a good player and you just want to get perfection, it's still important to dominate in the basic skills and basic building methods, building techniques, editing techniques, and just overall mechanics. Because even if you're already good at something, you can still make it better and just make it to the point that people can never beat you at it.
There's a saying, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. That is why it is called the present.
So you can be the fastest one to make a window edit or the fastest one to make a peanut butter edit. If you can edit at a certain speed that people can't catch you, or you can build a box fast enough so you don't get shot, all of these things help. And there's obviously various different things, and I'll be going over a few of them that in my opinion are very helpful today in this video. So first things first, this video is for anyone that's trying to get for basics and stuff. So one thing that's extremely important in mechanics and building is editing. And nowadays especially, it goes hand in hand, because if you can't edit well, you simply can't build well. And if you can't build well, you can't edit well. So they kind of go hand in hand. And you'll see that particularly when you see a player that edits poorly, he probably usually builds poorly, and vice versa. And so for you to be able to build well, you have to learn how to edit well. And an important thing is your cursor. See this like little thing where your gun points at normally, but now it's like a kind of like colon thingy, parentheses. So this is your cursor, right? Essentially, and wherever your cursor's pointing, that's where you choose to, place your edit. And say you're trying to do like an edit like a peanut butter, right? Which is like these top three or these top three. You have to learn to do it at a certain speed so that people, you can obviously win people in various scenarios. And by doing this, if you just practice certain edits, for example, just like a window edit, like window edit, here, reset, window edit. If you keep practicing that same move every day, just say 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, in a lobby like this, shout out to Raider, check out the code up there, 1832-0431-4852. If you check out the map, it's really just a plain old place. You can make it yourself. And you can just practice on edits. Just literally just stay 5-10 minutes a day just practicing edits. Practicing edits like this, releasing, resetting, and just practicing, every edit in existence. And once you feel like you're getting good at the edits, just start practicing the ones that you feel like you're bad at doing. So say you can't do this edit quickly, right? For some reason, like, oh, I can't do it quickly when I'm fighting. Just practice that, keep practicing and just doing that. Another thing that's also very important is to free build. A lot of pro players, when they're warming up to just play on a good day, they'll just free build, right? And essentially free building is not only a good way to warm up so that you can get warmed up and, just start sort of practicing for the day, but it's also really good so that you can make your moves better and practice out new moves that you haven't done previously. So say, you've never done a triple edit before, right? And you're like, oh, how do I do this? Go like this, that. You can just keep practicing that. And you keep, like, doing it, slowly, surely. Okay, this, or this, that. And just keep doing that. Until at a certain point, you'll be able to do it with speed. And you can just practice that for your warm-up, and you'll get the hang of it. And so, by doing these sort of moves and new stuffs, and new moves that you haven't done previously, you'll be able to not only warm up, which is something that you'll have to do anyways, but also get to practice new moves or get better at previous moves. And to get to learn new moves, you can, there's so many creators out there like Jive and Ken Beans, and they talk about the meta and they talk about this and that, and they talk about new stuff. There's obviously a lot of other creators, just a few to mention, and they'll talk about like, oh, the say like Mongrel Classic, right? It's outdated for you to do it like this because people can shoot you, whatever, and maybe it's better for you to do it like that because of a something something. If you're updated with the meta, that's extremely important. Because say your mechs are amazing, but you haven't played the game for a year, you'll be completely washed. And it's not because your builds are bad. It's just because you don't understand the game anymore, and you're not at that refined level of building. You'll see that example with players like Mongrel, right? He just came back, was probably the, maybe the best in the world, and it took a lot of dedication for him to go back to being one of the top in the region. And so by just practicing these skill moves that you feel are part of the meta, or someone has said is part of the meta, or that you're bad at doing, or that you think are gonna help you in game, be sure to practice that in just a random practice like a free build lobby. And going on to the next point, play ranked. Play ranked. Because the purpose of learning how to build and edit is so that you can practice in game. But the best practice as of itself is in game, right? You being able to practice the actual moves inside of the game and learning how to cooperate and kind of mix and match different things together, and practice like using this gun, this rarity, and doing this and that, and combining the meta with the actual building, you'll be able to do it at its peak form, and be able to use what you've learned and actually practice it. So please play. Okay, I warmed up, I'm doing this new move, I'm gonna test it out in game, I'm gonna try boxing people up. Be sure to do that. Definitely do that in game, and just keep playing ranked. Even if you feel like ranked is a struggle compared to pubs, be sure to play ranked, because ranked is a challenge, and that's what's important. Even if you're at a lower rank, it does not matter, because it adjusts to you. If you're a bronze player and you're trying to get better, once you reach elite, once you reach diamond, when whatever rank you are, it'll kind of adjust to your skill level, and so it'll be perfect for you. And just keep playing ranked, because it's really important. But on that note, say you want extra help on, okay, I don't know, should I do this first, should I do that first? So there's this map from Jiven, which I previously mentioned. This is the code up there. Shout out to him. So this is a map that he has, and it kind of goes over various topics in regards to building and mechanics, guided free build, editing, headshot box fight, aim hub, and different things. And they have the season guns with the mod bench, which you can change to have a scope or not. And he has the different things. So say you're bad at editing, or say you want to learn how to headshot better, you can do those. And say I go into this, right? And say I do I don't know, whatever, slow retake, whatever. Here is the whole map as of itself, and I'll tell you to do this or that. And
this drill is to
it
help
has a
you
whole
practice doing
tutorial.
the sway retake. The way you do this is you first place ramps on those blue ramps in front.
See, as you guys see, so it literally goes over everything step by step. It's kind of like a tutorial, but for everything in general, and you can kind of learn and get the mechanics and start doing those moves quicker and quicker. So be sure to check this out, especially if your mechanics are slow or needing of improvement. I can just show you guys one, for example. So like whatever this, right? Piece control. Okay, you'll do this and piece control the person. And always practice your aim, That's also essential, since without your aim, it really doesn't matter. A guy with amazing builds can't be a guy with amazing aim, because aim is essentially what there is to it. So you kind of have to learn how to use both of them, and, practice getting headshots and just be able to, flick or whatever, right? And just be able to, okay, I'm flicking, whatever, and be able to, kind of be reactive to, headshotting and not missing your shots, and practicing and kind of learning how to combine everything that you learn in these maps and free building and ranked, and use that for your experience. Another thing that I forgot to mention is your cursor, right? So say you have an edit, something that's really bad for beginners is, say you're doing an edit like this, like I'm gonna do this for example. If I do this, do you guys see how long that took? The square is this size, and you can hold it there, you can hold it here, you can hold it there. And that really matters, because if you hold all of the outskirts, look how much time that took to do that single edit. Now imagine if you only hold these three like that. You barely move your mouse. You basically do nothing. Say for this edit, right? Instead of doing a whole square like that to edit, I can just go. And it's so interesting because there's so many players that in the beginning will just do all the way around and be like, I can't do a triple edit. I don't have speed. Why can I not do that? And it's crucial because, for example, you'll be doing all the way from there to there. You'll be doing all the way from there to there. And you'll be doing all the way from here to here. And if you're walking, you simply don't have enough speed. So maybe it's not, your speed that is bad. It's maybe the technique that you're actually building that's bad. So be sure to, place in that sort of like, in the as close as possible in terms of your placement, so that you can have optimized speed when you're building. So say like, instead of doing like this, let's just like do a comparison, right? So that's one speed, and then you can also go like, see, like I didn't do any of them fast, but you can see that I can just like flicker and just go like quicker, and so that's really, really important. And so those are the three main things I wanted to talk about. Is first, warming up and free building. Next, practicing and alternating with ranked, and being sure to refining your mechanics and getting better. And instead of making it like this, make it a bit closer and a bit closer, and just keep practicing. And be sure to stick with your sense and stick with your builds, because the moment that you switch your sense and switch your build, your build binds and whatever, all of that practice you did was for nothing. Because maybe not for nothing, but it's definitely not going to help out, because the moment you change your sense, right? If I go slowly here and I'm trying to hit the guy, I won't be able to get my shots. But if I have my build optimized and I know like, oh, this is my sense and I've been using the same sense for a while, I can be able to quickly shoot the guy in. So it's really important that you stick to something. I found the sense, I'm going to start practicing with the sense. So only like get fixed with your practicing when you actually adopt a certain bind, sense, sensitivity, etc. And so that's pretty much the recap. So free building to warm up, practice either moves that you want to get better at or new moves that you learned and just try doing it multiple times. Then practice your cursor and maybe do it closer and closer. Maybe just 5-10 minutes a day of each, just a bit like that. It makes such a big difference. Thirdly, go to this map or any other map that you guys have found that will be good for you and you feel like, I'll be learning from this. I can practice my aim and combine it with my editing and building. Then, after that, play a lot of ranked and alternate it with these maps. Play these maps a bit, do ranked. Play these maps, do ranked. And when you feel like you've dominated completely this, when you go into ranked, you'll feel like it's completely easy because everything that you've practiced for, doing the edits, stealing someone's wall, you'll feel like it's so easy because you're gonna be going up against somebody that didn't have as much practice and that doesn't have as much experience in that certain move. And so if you combine all of these together, and do this over consistency and over time, which is what it takes, because if you see any pro at the game, they have years and years and thousands of hours of experience. I'm nowhere near to being, a pro, and I have like so much time in this game. It's crazy. So, if you want to actually get that crazy amount of performance and experience in the game, you have to have that determination and consistency to be practicing and putting in those hours. But when you combine all of those together, it's only a matter of time until you start seeing results and get good at the game. But that's pretty much it for the video. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, be sure to put it down in the description below. And be sure to like and subscribe if this video helped. And just comment down if you guys did have and see some performance and if you guys improved, as I'll be glad to know that you guys got better. And so yeah, see you guys in my next video hopefully, and yeah, peace.